Hey, you clicked on this video. You're the one who wants to know how to do this, okay? I'm just here to show you. I'm just trying to pass on my knowledge so that way this isn't ever lost. Now, you want to know how to build a great dick in Minecraft? I'm here to show you. Let me just give you a little preview of the end of what we're going for here. There you go. You can see all that? That's great. That's real great. Now, I'm going to show you how to build that, okay? Working penis. Now, I'm just doing this on a super flat world because... shut up. It's easier to build. Okay, so what you're going to need is wool. Now, depending on what type of dick you want, you can make whatever. But, you know, I'm going to use some pink wool. Now, this is going to require a decent amount of pink wool if you're trying to do this in survival. Okay? I like to use a little bit of black wool, just, you know, just for the tip. Just for the tip, you know? So what we're also gonna need is a bunch of chickens, okay? We're gonna need a bunch of chickens, and you'll see what we're gonna do with that in a minute. Now, basically, first part's the hardest part. All you're doing is just building your dick, okay? What type of dick do you want? Do you want it curvy? Do you want it upside down? Do you want it Google Chrome? You know, however you want it, you know? So basically, you can build your penis however you want it, okay? I'll do it right here in a second, but basically, you're gonna want to leave enough room that it's surrounded like this, okay? And so what you're gonna want to do is have a little panel right there that you can then shove the chickens into. Now, so you see, my issue is the chickens are able to get out. So you're gonna have it built up like this. Cause see, now the chickens can't get out. I have to kill the chickens. Hold on. It's time to demonstrate how this works. Now, you just gotta throw in as many chickens in here as you can. Cause what it's gonna be is you're gonna destroy this block and they're all gonna shoot out like that. Now let me show you what it looks like from higher up. Okay, so now this time you wanna be higher up. Honestly, I think higher up the better, but it really just depends on the way you want your penis looking. Now. So, we build it out to here. We build our chicken room. Now, you can do this with anything white. I wouldn't recommend ghasts, because they just won't fit. But, let me just build it like it's the actual thing real quick. So, you want it, you know, for designs, you know, I like to give it a little, you know, a little urethra slot. So here we go. So you take your chickens, throw in as many as you can. Okay, so we have our chickens, and you can do it with sheeps too. It just works better with chickens. I'll show you why here. Here is me doing the sheeps. They kind of just fall super faster. You know, when you bust a fat nut, you want that shit to fall slowly. When building your bust chamber, you want to make sure that this block is here. This block right underneath this black block, because let's see, if you do it without it and you try and, you know, bust that load, the AI doesn't see it as it can go this way, so it's kind of screwed. Now, if you do it like this, boom, there's your load. So you got to make sure that block stays right there. Now you can make that block black or whatever, it doesn't matter, to be honest, it really doesn't. That's the main function behind it. Now we're gonna get into the design. Well, you know, it's Minecraft, right? So it's hard to make nuts, because, you know, nuts are round, but Minecraft is square. So you need to make yourself some nice nuts, okay? When making your nice nuts, you want to make sure that your nuts are nice as possible. I mean some real grade A nuts. So, I have a graph right here that shows just how big you can make your circles. And I'll show you how to make those circles into some sweet testes, man. Now, depending on how big you want your dick to be, I'd say, you know, I'd say be careful, because, you know, some people got a short stubber and like really big balls, but other people got tiny nutsack, and it's just down to the ankles from there, you know. Okay, so now you've cleared out your area of all the pesky chickens that you've just had to shoot out of your penis. So now what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to build your nutsack first, because you know you got to start from the ground up. So you want a 30, right? So you gotta go 30 across. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30. Now that's gonna be the diameter of your balls. Just one of your balls, by the way. Now that's if you want a pretty gargantuan dick. So I'm gonna split that in half. I'm gonna make both balls 15, since 30 is just unproportionate for a man of my skin color. So when you're designing your penis, you want to make sure that when you're doing the balls of the penis, you need to make sure you get just a flattened nut out first. Like however the widest you want your nut to be, build that first. As you see, I've made a flat, basically circle, so that way from there I can show you what to do to make it a nice round 3D looking nut. Now, I did it dumbly, but okay. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be for this tutorial. This is just one ball anyways. So, what you do is you just find the edge of everything. So each block that is touching the edge. So this one would be considered in, but these would be considered the edges. And you just fill in all the blocks that aren't on the edge. Now, you're going to repeat this process a number of times, usually until you've got the look and the aesthetic you want on your ball. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Okay, so once you filled that area in, you can see that we're starting to do this. Now you're going to keep doing it until it looks about like a ball. Now you can do the backside if you want. I don't, just because, you know, my dick only faces forwards. So map out the sides that aren't on the corners again, and then you're going to fill it in. Okay, that looks like a ball to me. So you can make another ball. I will now. Okay, now I've got both my balls set up. Now it's time to get that sweet peen in here, you know. Now you can make yours wide. I'm gonna make mine pretty decently wide now, because you know you want to get that right in that sweet spot. But you know, I really want it to be right on the line, so I'm gonna keep it a 3x3 line. Now I'm gonna bring mine out a little farther just to make it look nice and peen-like. So you can make your peen look like whatever you want, you know. No judgment here. I just prefer my peen to be 3 block by 3 block. So here you go. Because you want to make sure you have that little cabinet where you can house your chickens in. Now, how detailed you want to make your peen, you can do whatever you want with your peen. I'm just gonna give it a little necklace, you know, just a little necklace to make sure it's nice and accurate, you know, while still making sure I have that nice 3 spaces where we can put our chickens. That looks pretty peen-like to me, wouldn't you say? It looks pretty peen-like to me. Now, just to put the final touches on it, yes. Now, remember, you want to make sure it's too high all around. That way you can put the chickens in it. Now, fill it with as many chickens as you can, because that's how you really want the release. You want your friends to be like, bro, that's fucking gross. That's how many chickens you want. You want them to be actually ashamed of you. That's how many chickens you want in here. Now, depending on your relationship with your friend, that may be a different amount of chickens than mine. For me, it would be a pretty few amount of chickens. But since I'm the only one here, I want to be ashamed of myself. So I'm going to put many, many chickens in here. Okay, I've put many, many chickens in here. So, time to fill it up. Make it look all penis-like from the inside to the outside. So, what you want to do is, I'm pretty sure this is our block. So now, you've built your penis. It's time to release, my friends. Look at that. There's your load. Oh, a little extra. Okay, there we go. I have been me, and I am finished, just like my peen has. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you've liked. Leave a subscribed if you've subscribed. I will see you in the next video.